Acquisition Regulation, Proposal Adequacy Checklist. Introduction. Checklists are necessary to ensure that issues have been addressed and that all relevant information required by concerned parties has been included. The Federal Acquisition Regulation, FAR, is the cornerstone of government procurement laws and regulations. FAR provides the necessary details of confirming that everybody follows the rules. Proposal Adequacy Checklist, PAC, is one of the verification references used in the FAR to assist all parties to process the contract correctly. Analysis of Proposal Adequacy Checklist. In 2013, the Department of Defense, DOSD, introduced a FAR provision that integrates PAC further into the Defense Federal Acquisition Regulation, DFAR. The move was to guarantee that bidders assume accountability for presenting their applications securely and reliably. As described in the FAR, PAC specifies that the vendor shall provide the source of the demanded information or give reasons why the requested data is not given. In the setting of the offeror's checklist, bidders can choose to make their potential subcontractors utilize the same or equivalent worksheet as is acceptable. Thus, the list above provides the groundwork for the awarding of contracts. An intrinsic summary value of 2 of the suggestions. There are 36 items to be completed in the Proposal Adequacy Checklist of the bid. Cost or pricing information is among the most critical aspects of the list. The section covers, although not restricted to, these subsequent topics. Vendor quotations. Non-recurring expenses. Details on adjustments in manufacturing methods and production or purchase volume. Evidence backing estimates of market opportunities and goals and relevant operating expenses. Unit cost patterns such as those regarding labor efficiency. Decision-making. Projected capital to achieve company objectives. Details on managerial decisions that may have a direct impact on costs. One must guarantee that they can provide the appropriate details for the evaluation of their proposal. The second most critical section to PAC is the Materials and Services segment. A full inventory of all resources and equipment should be included in the request. The list would contain details such as an overview of raw materials, components, and any operations to be undertaken by other parties. These aspects are essential to the bid since they prepare the contract for the cost of goods and services. Correcting a bidder's mistake within a proposal. According to FAR, an error may be resolved before or after the awarding if the defect was not found before the contract was presented. Some faults could be as common as a clerical error, which might grant one party superiority over the other. Unfortunately, it could be costly if an offer involving such a blunder could go forward and win. Thus, before the award, the offeror can request that the inconsistency be corrected or that the tender be withdrawn. Once a blunder has been identified, the contracting officer, CO, shall notify the bidder and recommend that the proposal be checked. Often the bid can be so disproportionately under the other submissions that it is patently clear that there is a discrepancy somewhere. Usually, the CO would give the chance to correct the mistake. Judicial remedy for correcting the mistake. If the proposal is selected for the award and an error is discovered, the contract may be modified. It means that the deal may be cancelled, the incorrect item removed, or the pricing adjusted. The CO might ask the bidder to provide copies of all the application documents to prove that the mistake was unintentional. The recommended approach is for one to be meticulous and to notify the CO immediately if there is any uncertainty about the accuracy of details. Conclusion. To summarize, it is evident that PAC is a crucial element in the contract awarding process. It assists government officials and providers in creating a request for proposal, RFP, or seller's recommendation that meets both policy and regulatory criteria. The checklist aims to ensure that contractors submit applications that are detailed, reliable, and complete. By doing so, it creates a level playing ground for everyone.